Hey, Tony Gassins here, hopping in. Now you going with me today on the little excursion. I was sitting down on the couch about to film, and then as soon as I start the film, as soon as I go to cut it on, I get a call. My wife, babe, do me a favor. I'm like, what's up? She said, I forgot. We forgot Tatum backpack. So that's that life, that parent life. So I forgot Tatum backpack. I said, okay, it's cool. She said, I can meet you halfway. I said, I can bring it all the way to you versus you having to get out and get in traffic. Because it's going to take the same amount of time. Meet me halfway, you got to turn around. I might as well come the whole way. So that's welcome to the little journey. Now, the other thing I want to say, mark your calendars. November 29th, got 7 new courses coming out. November 29th, they're going to bless your life. One mistake I don't want you to make this time around is don't make the mistake. A lot of people is lazy. I'm just going ahead and just put it like that. A lot of times, a lot of people is lazy. One thing I try not to be is lazy. That's one thing I try not to be in my life. But I'm telling you, a lot of people is lazy. And a lot of times people be looking and they be looking at other people and they be jealous. And it's like the only difference between me and somebody else is the amount of work we put in. I can't look at nobody and be jealous of them because they outworking me. So it's like I can't be jealous if I'm getting outworked. And so cause God don't care from one person to the next. God love everybody. So from one person to the next, God gonna treat everybody with love. So what you have to realize and understand is that what it's about is it's about you putting in work. You got to be willing to put in work. And if you gonna put in work, guess what? It's gonna pay off. The work is gonna pay off. And so this year, when you take these courses, go through the courses. I'm giving you millions of dollars worth of gain. Go through the courses. Get a notebook. Take the notes. Then take your action steps. Implement. And if you're already in a course, then you already on the list. If you're not in a course, then you just got to say TonyGassinsAcademy.com, because you can't get on the list because there's no course you can sign up for right now. Because the course is closed till 10 a.m. November 29th. And so each course will be $29, or you can just get all 7 in the bundle, which the bundle is the first course thing on there for $203. Y'all gotta forgive my hand. Just seen a nice old Maybach truck, Benz Maybach truck, and it got the black matte paint and the white on the side. I turned around to go get me a second look at that thing. Thing look good. And so, get your mind right. Get your mind right. And really start to work on yourself in this season. And this one thing that this is what this video is about is, I don't know, I wanted to call this, do this before you die. Really get under that skin. Or the one thing that I noticed, the hardest thing you're gonna do is be consistent. So this morning, I woke up a little earlier than I wanted to. I had my alarm set, and then my wife woke me up, and she was like, baby, can you do me a favor? And I'm like, okay. And see, when this kind of stuff right here happen, this when my heart go out to single women. Not not for you to feel sorry for yourself, but just to say, okay, you know, I feel you, I get it. Because sometimes single women come to me and we be on coaching call and they be crying and just, I mean, I could just hear the snot bubbles. Just, it'd be rough. And I'm like, man. But then when I think about it, I say, okay, I get it. Because it's single women in my family who always calling me, you know, for money, for this and for that. And I'm like, a woman needs a man. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It's a movement that try to say a woman don't need a man. A woman need a man. She can live without him. God will sustain. God will bless you. But a woman need a man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's important to try to figure out if it's something you're doing or not doing. Because what's happening is the feminist movement, I'm calling it the feminist movement, I don't know if that's what it is, but this movement of I don't need no man, and I ain't changing for no man, and I ain't doing this, and I ain't doing that, and I ain't got to do this, and a man need to do this, is this movement of arrogance and complacency and ignorance that society is putting over women, is keeping a lot of women single. When there is nothing wrong with losing weight to get a man. It is nothing wrong with being a better person to get a man. It is nothing wrong with working on your personality to get a man. It's nothing wrong with getting out of the house and being active to get a man. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing shameful about that. So my wife, you know, this morning I wanted to go to the gym and work out. And I have a gym at my house that I don't have everything in there, but I got what I need in there. And so I was about to go to the gym and work out. And next thing you know, my wife, she wake me up early and she asked me to put a cooler in the trunk of the car. Put a cooler in there because it was too heavy for her to lift. She said I could take it out, but lifting it up is heavy. It's hard to do. So, wow, these cars, like they trying to come out while I'm going. And so I say, okay, yeah, I'll do it. So I get on up and I do it. And then I was sitting down and I text, I say, man, I'm feeling tired. I was like, well, I'm not feeling tired, I'm just feeling weak. Like I don't feel like lifting weights. Like my muscles don't feel up for it. And yesterday, I didn't eat a lot of calories yesterday. Yesterday, I probably had maybe 1,000 calories. You know, 1,500 at the most, but as me, I'm supposed to be eating about 2,500. You know, but I was supposed to fast yesterday. So this morning, I haven't ate anything. And so I'm just feeling tired. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna shoot a video, and I'm gonna shoot an hour-long video just to do something to do something. I'm probably gonna have to get off the video when I get to my wife, because you know she talk a little bit. She like talk a little bit. Oh, she probably got to walk Tayden in, so I may not have to get off. And so I said, just to do something, I'm gonna shoot a video because I don't feel like working out. And so that'll serve something in the right direction. And that's really what inspired this message, is just do something. Because I was thinking this morning, and I said, you know what? For the sake of the algorithm and all of that, because they got me as a relationship channel, I should do something about relationships. But honestly, I get tired of talking about relationships. And I am an authentic person, and I just really cannot produce content that I'm not passionate about. Like, I'm just not the type of person that's so money hungry. Like some of these relationship coaches that's men, I know they got to get tired of talking about a man does this, a man does that. He did 3 ways to know this about a man, 7 ways to know this about a man. I know they got to get tired of talking about it, because it's not even natural for us as men to want to talk about relationships. So for a men to talk about relationships every day, all day, and that's the only thing they talk about, that's what let me know that they fake. That'll let me know a man is fake. That'll let me know that a man is doing this for money. If he don't want to talk nothing about nothing else, you know, personal development in other areas and all the different type of topics, that'll let me know he fake. That he's a slave to the algorithm and he only doing this for money. That's your giveaway sign right there. If a man don't do a general other topics about other stuff, it could be politics, it could be whatever it might be. It could be losing weight, it could be lifting weights, it could be something. But because one thing I know for sure, a man is not that passionate just about love and relationships. It's impossible, especially if he not married now. Now, if he married, I might give him the benefit of the doubt if that's all he want to talk about. But if he ain't married, no, fraud. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, we just got to do something. Just do one thing towards your goal. But if at all possible, do the hard thing. Do the thing that's hard and be willing to do that. If you can't do that, then do something. If you can't do that, do something. And that's one of the things that I noticed, that a lot of times as I look around at humans don't like hard. Humans don't like sacrifice. Humans don't like discipline. Humans want to be comfortable. That's why if there is such a thing, I don't think there is such a thing as an alien. But if there is an alien, they ever want to come to Earth, they're gonna wipe us off the face of Earth. Because if they don't suffer from a lack of discipline, we'll get annihilated. Because humans are lazy. I was just watching this thing this morning with the rappers, and they was talking about these rappers, you know, rappers out of Chicago went to LA and to put a hit on, to try to take the life of another rapper who they feel is responsible for taking the life of their friend. And they went out there and they got credit cards in the company name. The company is the rap label is a company. They got credit cards in the company name. They booked the flights out there and the rental cars all on the company cards. And I'm like, if you going to take a life, how hard is it to get flights booked on? How hard is it to get flights booked on Keisha from the Block card, to give her the money and give her a little extra and let her book it on a debit card? I'm like, how hard is it? And me personally, if I'm in Chicago and I'm going to LA to take a life, I'm not renting a car. I'm gonna borrow somebody's car and I'm gonna pay them and I'm gonna drive it from Chicago to LA. So now it ain't no kind of record nowhere, ain't no paper trail. But guess what? Here you got people going to take a life and they lazy. They lazy and numb brain. That's humans. So what I want you to do is look at yourself. And I want you to understand, while I'm talking to you and I'm saying, look at yourself, guess what I'm doing? I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at myself. I don't just talk to you. I ain't talking down to you. I share with you the same message that I share with me. The message ain't for you. The message is for me, and I'm sharing it with you. So I want you to understand that anytime I'm giving you a word, it ain't me, the expert or the guru, talking down to you. I'm talking with you, and I'm trying to give you the same tools and the same secrets to success that the Lord be dropping in my spirit. Because listen to me, I want more for you. And I know that's hard to believe because of the way humans are. I want more for you. If there's a better school in your city, I want your kids to be able to get into that better school. If you have to pay for your kids' college outside of the scholarships or whatever they get, if there's still a balance left, I want you to be able to pay cash for that. I want you to be able to live in a nice, safe neighborhood if you're not in one right now. I want you to have a nice, reliable car if you don't have one right now. I want you to be happy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, relationally, socially. And so everything that I have in my life, and I have those things, I'm giving you the secrets on this channel. I'm telling you how I got it. So that if you don't get it, it's on you. Because one thing I'm going to assure you of, God does not love me more than he loves you. You just have to be willing to consecrate your spirit. See, I'm going to tell you another secret. I don't cheat on my wife in any way. And so this what I'm going to help you understand. So if you single, so if I'm married, I could masturbate to the picture of my wife if I wanted to and say, oh, I ain't cheating, but I don't even masturbate. So if I'm not touching myself as a married man, you shouldn't be touching yourself as a single. Because any picture that you have, it wouldn't be of somebody that you married to. So I want you to understand that. So when I'm taking and I'm consecrating and I go to the bathroom, I got a separate bathroom from my wife, and I go to that bathroom and I'm going in there to use the bathroom, and my mind say, well, man, you ain't gonna get you none today, man. You might as well go ahead and take care of you. And then the Holy Spirit say, no, because that's gonna defile your spirit, and that could open up a portal to have you lusting in your heart at other women, to have you open to cheating, that could be the beginning of leading you toward a spiritual or emotional or physical affair. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then what the Lord said to me today, what I felt in my spirit today, it say, listen to me. You're not intended to suffer in silence. If you need intimacy, if you need closeness with your wife, don't let this world that's spewing all of these messages of women making jokes online about turning their husband down and not sleeping with their husband and promising their husband all this intimacy while he at work busting his butt and she at home doing nothing. And then when he come home, she got on a bonnet and some raggedy pajamas and fake like she got a headache or a stomach ache. Like, this is the comedy that's online, the reels and the TikToks. And they spreading this instead of spreading wives being happy to sleep with their husband and jump on their husband. The Lord convicted my spirit saying, don't buy into that. If you need your wife, you tell her, baby, I need you. I need me some. And the Lord reminded me of that just because normally my wife, if she forget a backpack, she'll just leave the school, come back and get the backpack and go back. But now, because we in a mature relationship, we've been married 17 plus years, she feel the safe space. She feel the safe space. She was not always like that. Our son's been going to this same school since our oldest son, who is 17, since he was 3 years old. They've been going we've been at this school. And for so long, she just didn't feel like, she still was stuck in her island ways of like being overly independent. But now she have learned like, hey, listen, marriage is for you to rest. You could say, baby, can you do this? Baby, can you do that? Honey, do this. You could do that. So now she does that. And the Lord spoke to my spirit today. He said, listen, same way she asking you for what she need, don't be afraid to ask her for what you need. And see, this is what you have to realize is this what keep us out of sin. So you gotta look at your life and you gotta say, okay, what do I need in my life? What do I want? Because if you saying I need a husband so you could put that dildo down, so you could stop lusting, so you could stop crying, so you could stop whatever, so you could stop doing that. So if you need that, now what you need to do, you need to find the knowledge of how you're gonna get said husband. And then when you get that knowledge, you need to get out your feelings. And don't be offended that the one thing keeping you from your husband is your weight, or your attitude, or your daily routine, or your location you live in, the city you live in. You got to get the information. I'm gonna give it to you straight, no chasing. You got to get the information, and then you got to get out your feelings. But then to get what you want in life, you want a raise, you want a new job, you want a promotion, you want a husband, you want a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is you want, it's gonna require action. It's gonna require that you do something. And you got to be willing to get up and do it. So then you got to ask yourself, am I gonna do what it requires? So yesterday I was trying to fast, and I had me something from the Greek restaurant after I got a phone call and ran my blood pressure up. So I went on ahead and ate, because when you fast, you're supposed to be in like a cool, calm, collected space, because your body already is going without food and water if you dry fasting, or going without food. And so if you have cortisol release, you can't, it's not good to fast while you having a cortisol release. So I went on ahead and ate yesterday, and then I was about to go to bed last night, and I just was hungry. I wasn't starving, but I had me a peanut butter and jelly, and I had just made one for my wife. And so I realized, okay, I'm a grown man. It ain't gonna kill me. I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to lose weight for health reasons, nor do I need to lose weight for relationship reasons. I just do it just for my own personal goals. Like, I'm not overweight. I'm not out of shape. So I don't need to do it. So I realized that. So I was able to listen to my body. But there's certain things I need to do. Like, I need to work. I got to honor my commitment. So like me shooting this video right now, I told my wife, I said, yeah, because I had just texted, I'm about to sit down and film for a whole hour. And she was like, okay, cool. And then as soon as I was starting to film, she called me. And then she told me she needed to bring the backpack. And so when I was getting in the car, I was text, I was like, okay, cool, I'm coming. I was like, I'm gonna be filming the whole way though. Because sometimes she would call me to talk to me, just to make sure, like, I'm not mad, to make sure I'm cool. But I just let her know I'm gonna be filming. And then I let her know, you ain't gotta meet me halfway, I'll come all the way to you. Just to further let her know it don't bother me. Like, me showing love, me walking in love for my family, that don't bother me in the least. So the reason why I need to film now, like otherwise I wouldn't need to film, but now I need to film every day on YouTube, and except for Sundays, well, I might do Sunday sermons, but that's not a monetized video. And it's because I got investors. So now I got investors, and this month the account gets switched, where the money don't go directly to my account, it'll go to the escrow account, and then the escrow account will divvy out the money to me, Gigastar, and the investors' wallet. And then from that wallet, the investors get their money. And so guess what? So now I need to show up, because now it's other people who have invested in my channel. And even though it's a very small, amount that was sold, it's still a commitment. So every single day, if I got breath in my lungs and I could talk, I'm gonna film a video. Unless I'm like on vacation or something, completely gone. And And as you see, even though I raised those funds, I still ain't taking off. You know, I'm still here because I can't go nowhere because my kids in school. I can't even take a vacation right now. So I'm still working, even though I just got blessed out. So I just got blessed out. A lot of times people get blessed out. We get blessed out, we kick our feet up. No, I'm still grinding. I'm still creating. I'm still working. I could have took that blessing and boom, canceled all my coaching calls, refunded everybody. No, I'm still coaching every day. So I say that to say, you gotta get into a zone to where you're not being lazy. You gotta get into a zone to where you're gonna grind. Get into a zone to where every day you're gonna do something that pushes you to the next level. Every day you're gonna do something towards your goal. So if the minimum thing, I'm just giving an example. If the bare minimum is walking 30 minutes a day, walk 30 minutes a day. And I want you to ask yourself, okay, what is walking 30 minutes a day gonna hurt you? Nothing. It can only help you. Your heart health, your lifespan, it can only help you. So then ask yourself, how many days in a row have you did 30 minutes of movement? Even if you can't go outside and walk, just doing 30 minutes of squats and sit-ups and push-ups in the house. How many days in a row have you had 30 minutes of movement? None of us do. Like people who work out, who move 30 minutes a day, it's a rare exception. It'll be less than 0.5% of people in the world. It'll be 0.0001% of human population that move 30 minutes a day. That's just how rare it is. It's just how rare it is. So I want you to think about that. Wow, that stopped right there because this car come over and he taking up our car length. So he gets over in front of me, taking up the car length. So that changed my braking. So I'm gonna go a different way now because this is crazy. This road, they got some kind of backup on here. So he take up my car length. So he causing me, messing up my braking, and almost got me to hit him in the back, almost got me hit in the back. I say, this how people right here. It's like, bro, we all going the same way. Everybody is brake speed. What is you doing? And then he gonna skirt. I don't know if you heard that. He gonna skirt out this lane to that lane. Sir, you still not going nowhere. Everybody brake speed, sir. Calm down. What is you doing? He needed hit a powder. And see, this early in the morning, that right there that's what they call a functioning junkie. He out here, everybody brake speed, and he going crazy. He's skidding tires to go 2 feet from one lane to the next lane and still ain't going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? That right there be the disrupting of your day, the disrupting of your spirit. He could have got us all in a fender bender while we already going break speed. That right there throw your whole day off. And you see how the example I gave you about yesterday when I was supposed to be fasting, and the example I'm giving you about today, and how every single day you're going to be tested. Every single day something's gonna come up in your life that is trying to derail you from the destiny of your day, that's trying to derail you from what you're supposed to be doing or what you could be doing today. Every single day it's gonna be something that shows up that says, don't do this right here, to where you tired, or to where some come up, you can't get your 30-minute walk in, and you've been on the street. You've been doing your 30-minute walk. You've been drinking water, just water. You done cut out the lemonade, the juice, the soda, the Diet Coke. You done cut out everything. You only drinking water. You've been on a streak, and then something happened to where it make you want to have that margarita when you get home. It make you want to touch that vodka, that whiskey you got, that rum you got. You got to make you a rum and coke, and you've been doing good. So I want you to think about that, and think about the power of cravings. I want you to really process and think about them cravings, and think about how when you're having them cravings, just think about how that feel when you having them cravings and you craving them cookies or them chips or that cake or that candy, and how sugar becomes our worst enemy. And think about how if you master one area, how you become a slave in another area. How you could be the master of your life in one area. Like, it's some people who they can hang their hat on not masturbating, not fornicating, not watching porn, but then they become a slave to food. Or it's people who can hang their hat on not being a slave to food, not being a slave to sugar, and having an amazing body, but they can't stop masturbating, or can't stop watching porn, or can't stop fornicating, or can't stop something else. It's like we will be a master in one area and a slave in another. I'm about to call that the master and slave syndrome. Yeah, right there, y'all. Yeah, y'all know that's mine right there. So anybody you hear that come up from, they done stole it from, or the Lord gave it to both of us at the same time. The master and slave syndrome, that's what we're gonna call it. Where you the master in one area and a slave in another. And that's how it be. But see, what I'm focusing on, okay, veterans limousine. Y'all need to do better than that now for the veterans. I wouldn't even want to ride in there. My goodness, y'all need to do better than that for our veterans now. Happy Veterans Day, belated Veterans Day. Yesterday, I forgot what day it was because my kids had to go to school, so I forgot it was a holiday. Now, bye. And so, think about this now. Look at the areas that you're a slave to. Look at those areas. I was looking at this thing, and you know, I on TV, maybe it was somewhere on the news or it was something, and they were saying that now studies show that not even one drink of alcohol is safe. You know, you remember at one point they were saying a glass of wine a day is fine. Now we know that you could live. Like, I know people that's now about 90 years old drink like a fish. Different genetics, different people, body types, different whatever. But everybody not the same. I also know people who they drink like a fish and it led to brain issues, brain degeneration, and the body degenerating. And so I say that to say, you can't look at somebody else's life and they genetics and they DNA and think that because you saw them smoking or drinking or eating sugar or doing this or that, that you could do it. But so they said that. So I had to look and I had to say, okay, well, think about that thing now. Think about that thing to where, where in your life are you a slave to something? And then think about why you do it. Think about how you do it. Think about how often you do it. And think about what you're gonna go through and what you're gonna feel like. Okay, yeah. They were saying my windshield need to be recalibrated, but no, it's working because it sure just beat when that car got close to me. And what you're gonna feel and what you got to go through when you start abstaining, when you start going without, when you stop doing the thing that's been costing you. How hard is it gonna be? What are you gonna feel? And see, this is the thing what I realized. Whenever we sacrificing in one area or another, because I realized, like, I fast. I did a 72-hour, no, I did like a 90-hour fast not long ago. Like 2 weeks ago. I'm still hungry from that fast. Like, I still want to eat from that fast 2 weeks ago. And that's how it be. Like, my body still ain't forgot that fast. Like, my body still saying, man, eat, man, because we might have to starve again, so make sure you eat. It don't know that. My body don't know I did that voluntarily. What my body is thinking is that I have to go hunt for food. And so whenever there's food and I can eat, it want me to eat, because it know it may have to go a day to 4 days without food again. So it's on its own little clock. But see, what the body doesn't know is that it is a slave to you. So your body will do what you tell it to do. But if you don't control the command center, your brain, and tell your body what to do, your body gonna tell you what to do. So if you tell your body, listen, yes, we fast last week and we did a 72-hour water fast, but this week we not finna overeat. We still finna eat healthy and clean this week. Then your body gonna adjust and it's gonna say, okay, we eat healthy and clean. So the weight that we lost, that's weight that we lost. Now where we at, the weight that we got, that's weight we finna maintain then. Oh, we finna work out? Okay, well, we might lose some more weight then, because now we working out, we burning more calories, but now we not putting in a whole bunch of more calories. So guess what? We finna lose weight, my guy. Let's go. We on a weight loss journey now. All right, cool. Your body gonna adapt and it's gonna do what you tell it to do. But if you don't tell it what to do, it's gonna tell you what to do, because it don't know the difference. Your body don't know the difference. Your body gonna be like, and listen, you might be finna starve again, so eat more, eat more, eat more, because it don't realize that you was fasting by choice. It think that you out had to look for food and couldn't find food and there was a famine in the land. So that's what you have to realize when you fighting cravings and you fighting these things, is that you in control of your life. And when I say cravings, I'm talking about when you craving sex and you know you're not married and you're not married. When you craving masturbation, when you craving sugar, when you craving porn, when you craving gossip, when you craving backbiting, when you craving whatever it is you craving, you have to remind yourself that you are in control. You are the master. You get to dictate and determine what gets done and what doesn't get done. You cannot get caught up being a slave to your cravings. And so once you start to get this here knowledge, okay, that's for sale. Man, I feel terrible. The bowling alley done went out of business, but it was old though. It was old. I might buy it and turn it into my church. And we get it's adult church and children's church. We get the house service, and then we get the bowl and play video games and eat out the kitchen. Now that's a new kind of church right there. Now listen, we can't seat too many people though, because we got the alleys in there, we got the bowling alleys in there. Lord, I wish I had it. I sure buy it now. See, me personally, that's also another benefit of being married, because, well, look here, I'll be out here like Donald Trump, because you see, you can tell Donald Trump don't listen to Ivanka. Ivanka don't get to say nothing around that White House. Ivanka be around that White House zip lip. You hear me? I ain't seen Ivanka this whole campaign. Ivanka don't get to say a word. You hear me? And so that's why Trump in billions of dollars of debt, because that's what we'll do as a man when we don't have a wife or we don't listen to our wife. Because right now, me personally, I will go get a loan for that bowling alley that's for sale. And I do something with it, refurbish it. I do something. It'll be my nonprofit building where the kids get to come out to school and you get a lesson, get to do your homework, you got to do your lesson, then you get the bowl. And it's all funded by my nonprofit. I would do it. My wife would be like, no, you can't do that. No, And that'll be wisdom though, because I'll be in over my head. And then I have to be over here like your fake prophet is begging for donations every day. Yeah, we need to take, if I done did anything for you on this YouTube video, donate now. Call the hotline. Need you to donate. Need you to donate. We got to keep these bowling alley open. So I said, no. So listen to me. As I'm almost to the school. For rent. Apartments, homes, office space, and land. All that for rent over there. My goodness. So I need you to sit down and think about this today. And what I want you to do is I want you to wage war. And when I say wage war, I mean wage war in the spiritual realm. Spiritual warfare. I want you to wage war. And I want you to look that cake in the eye and say, you ain't gonna win today. I want you to look that dildo in the eye and say, you ain't gonna win today. Look that rose in the eye and say, you ain't gonna win today. Look your hand in the eye. You ain't gonna win today, Angela. Look your dirt diggler, your splackavelli in the eye. You ain't gonna win today. That alcohol, look it in the eye. You ain't gonna win today. That sugar, anything, you ain't gonna win today. Look it in the eye and declare victory. You got to declare victory. And in your declaring victory, you got to just win one choice at a time. See, that used to be a Walgreens that went out of business because it was right across the street from CVS, and CVS kicked they behind. And now it is a humanitarian medical center. They over there and that health money booming. If you in the healthcare industry, and this is a random little thing, if you in the healthcare industry and you not a millionaire, you slacking. Because with the home health care, with this home aid, with the veterans houses, veterans affairs, with all of this stuff out here, if you do anything in healthcare, you missing millions of dollars in grants and all of that. And I don't know how to get it for you, but it's out there. It's online. Get on Google and start getting you some of that right there. Because them people right there, I bet they offer grants. That whole little medical thing, I bet it's off of grants and state funding and just different funding that they done found out about. And they done stepped out there on the dream, didn't listen to their wife, and stepped out on the dream. Now, they could be swimming in debt, I don't know. And so listen to me. It's time to wage war. You got to look and you got to say, okay, you ain't going to win today. And see, and just put these victories in place. And get you one victory at a time. And then when you make a choice, understand that with that choice come consequences. So with the choice comes consequences. So with the consequences, then understand that, look how long it took me to get here with this traffic. It have been 43 minutes, 44 minutes. I still ain't to the school. I still got another 5 minutes or so to the school. And just that's how far my son's school is when there's traffic from our house. And so I want you to think about this and just get one victory at a time. And then when you make a choice, think about the consequences. So if I have a coffee this morning, and y'all listen to me. If I have a coffee this morning and it have sugar in it, like if it have vanilla syrup, okay, I got to think about that. All right, that's gonna spike my insulin. So what I should not do if I'm gonna eat with that coffee if I'm already spiking my insulin with the vanilla syrup in the coffee, I can't have a blueberry muffin with it. I would instead need to eat protein with it, like some eggs and a type of, that protein, and if I'm gonna have some type of meat. And then, so what I'm gonna have is going eggs and fish, eggs and turkey sausage, eggs and bacon, eggs and pork sausage. If I'm gonna eat pork, now I gotta think about my Muslims and what they'll be saying. Oh, you ain't supposed to have pork. No, I know Christians don't eat pork too. Some Christians don't eat pork. But then I have to think about my video where the man said pork is the worst kind of meat you can eat because it got worms and it got, because pigs eat all kind of stuff. So now I got to think about that. Okay, so should I switch out the pork bacon for the turkey bacon? Or if I don't got a problem with pork and I don't have a reaction, my body be fine or whatever, then it's each person to their own. But everything you think about, everything you getting ready to do in your life, what you about to do with your body, what you about to put into your body, what you about to do with your eyes, with your time, what you about to do with your mouth, who you talking to, who you listening to, everything have to be thought about. And you think about the choice, you think about the consequence. And then you see what need to be done if you make this kind of choice. So if you're gonna make this kind of choice, what you need to do next. If you're gonna drink a soda, after that you got to have 33 bottles of water, 33 glasses of water to wash out that soda. So you got to think about that. But hey, I done made it to the school. God bless you. We ain't get to an hour, but I'm gonna get on off so I could talk to my wife and talk to Tatum. But and I don't want to have to just leave y'all sitting here. Well, just fast forward for me. What? This my wife vehicle now. Oh, I think my wife had. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm gonna have to call her because they not in the car. So where they at? Oh, maybe she just took them on in. And just, I'm gonna bring the book bag later. But hey, God bless you. Y'all gotta call my wife. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Keep your head up.